Hello, YouTube. I'm in West Dayton in Dayton View neighborhood off of Riverdale and Rosedale. And this site that you are looking at, it's came in the news. This was the old former Dayton Tire and Rubber site. I don't know when this last was, when they last were here, but it's clearly just an empty field now. And this site has came into the news recently because the city wants to turn this site into a park, but the owner has said it's better off for it to be some kind of manufacturing or another factory. And he cited the access to the railroad track because it's an active railroad track. And he's right. The city has no business trying to dictate to the owner what should and should not be done with this site. And the one thing this area desperately needs is jobs and people. For those of you that are newer to my channel, you know, search my videos of Dayton View for the area that's nearby, and you'll see that what this area needs is, you know, jobs and people. But it's not the city's business to be intervening in this type of affair. You know, when you look at the size of this lot, this is probably 100 to 200 acres. If the owner could get another factory or some kind of employment here, it could help employ some people, which would be a lot better than just a park. But whether or not that could happen is a whole nother issue. So yeah, this area is in desperate need of employers and people and families. I mean, this is one of the few sites in the city where there is an active railroad still, and that was cited as a reason to still potentially keep this site, you know, open for economic development. But I honestly don't know if they could ever get anything to move in here. But I just know the city just has no business sticking their nose in stuff like this. And really, it's not like the city really cares about this end of town to begin with. There's so much abandonment in this neighborhood, it's not even funny. I mean, so it's time that we get the city leaders out of the affairs of trying to develop, you know, private property, and just let private development, you know, take its course. Private developers know what to do with this stuff better than anybody, and it's not like, and because this isn't downtown, it's not like the city's going to be rushing in to help out or anything on this. So yeah, so in an area that is economically depressed and needs jobs, the city leaders would rather tell the developer, let's build a frickin' park. You know, and when we wonder why the city is just continuing to suffer and to go downhill, you know. I'll post a link to the article about this, but the owner is definitely in the right on this. The city is not in the right on this. Here you can even see some railroad cars. Here's stuff that would go on railroads right here. But anyway, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up on this one. It's time we tell the city, stay out of the private affairs of private land in the city, and regardless of whether or not there's a park or not here or whatever, it's not going to do any good to help the area. There's already enough parks in the city to begin with.